Okay, welcome to Salty Saturday. I'm Slim Shear. I'm joined by Comp of the Dream Team and Super Sam of the Captain of the Superheroes. What's up, guys?
Hey, Slim,
What's up?
how's it going?
Yeah. How's it going?
Going good. We have a lot of good matches tonight. Starting off, we have Hambowen, Captain of Pure Strategy, versus Salt, Captain of NWA. We got their classes. Both these guys have brought Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior. In fact, the most popular classes submitted for THL this week. Both of them have banned Warrior. They really don't want to see Garrosh, apparently. And Hambowen's got Druid, and Salt has Mage. These are kind of their filler classes there. So, what do you guys think of those lineups there?
It's interesting. I kind of feel like how the mighty have fallen with Druid. I'm really interested to see what Hambowen's bringing, because it feels like each of the Druid decks are sort of like suboptimal right now.
Or he could, pull one out on us like Tars or
Jackie Chan.
Jackie
Thank
Chan.
you,
Yeah, right.
thank you. Or Jackie Chan and do
Something
Yogg-Saron or
Yeah,
something
this
like
would
that.
be
That makes
this would be for anyone who's been paying attention to the European preliminaries that were going on today and also tomorrow. Actually, there were some pretty interesting Druid decks going on. So yeah, these guys have both banned Warrior. We won't get to see what kinds they had, but whatever the case was, maybe with the fact that they brought their Shamans, maybe Salt's repping some Freeze Mage, who knows? They decided that those were the best bans for them.
Yeah, it's probably smart too, because Warrior right now, it feels like it's sort of like the one class where you just don't know what you're going to run up against. Tempo, Patron, Control, Fatigue.
It's kind of a wild card, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's some Pirate Warriors out there. I've seen them in top 100 Legend.
Yeah, I was actually running Pirate Warrior for a bit. It's crazy fun. I don't know how consistent it is, especially if it's like aggro and like early ladder, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It works 100% of the time, 50% of the time.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough. Yeah, that deck's pretty crazy when it gets the weapons huge. I doubt we would have seen it tonight. It would have been pretty interesting, though. I think it's good against Druid, really weak against Zoo. I don't know how it does against Shaman. Seems like the slower the deck you'd be up against, the better.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. I think it sort of gets steamrolled a lot of times against Shaman, just because they've got like the taunts from Feral Spirit and from the 5/5 taunt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes though they get that 3/4 pirate in there and it kills both of them. Stays and then just like ends up dying. So you get an extra charge on your weapon and you kill their 3-drop. Well, I guess it's kind of like a 5-drop for one card. There's a lot of value in that deck.
There is. Once it gets going, once all the synergies line up. So I don't know what we'd really expect these guys to open with. Maybe doesn't matter necessarily. They've got their Druid and Mages kind of putting themselves apart. So I don't know if they think that those decks are geared against what they left up. Like Shaman's a very, very popular ban. Warlock's been banned quite a bit as well, just due to the like sheer flexibility in that class.
Yeah, and just consistency too. Like I feel like both, if you're running Zoo and aggro or mid range, you can easily steal a win against anybody.
Yeah,
definitely. I think we're going to see some Freeze Mage versus some Cthulhu Druid. With these guys, with their lineups, it just kind of fits as a runner-up. Some deck that can try and get its win in whenever it can. I think that might be one of the strongest Druid decks in the meta right now. I don't really know if it's super good against the aggro decks, but in a closed format like this, it might be able to see some play.
Yeah, totally. And it still feels pretty strong, right? Like I feel like Druid is by far the best Cthulhu class, just with all like their special tools. They can pretty much consistently always get the Twin Emperor out.
Oh, worth noting, these guys are now playing.
Oh.
Yeah, I tried Cthulhu quite a bit with Warrior and have been underwhelmed, even though I was able to climb quite a bit of ladder with it. So Salt's starting off here with Shaman, and Hambowen's got what looks to be a Zoo Warlock going for him.
This does look to be a little bit of a later game Shaman. It's not quite aggro. It has the Hex and the Lightning Storm, which means it's probably one of the later game totem lists.
Yeah, right. Like Zizzo's list, right?
Yeah.
With all the totems and Thunderbluff Valiant.
Yeah, I've been seeing
That's a really
Zigzo's
good,
lists.
strong list.
Yeah, very, very common on ladder. With the Thunderbluff Valiants, yeah, no fire elementals. Although we might not know that. Salt might have his own little variant going here. So it keeps the Tunnel Trog and Rockbiter. He probably is suspecting Zoo. That would be the worst case scenario, at least. It's generally pretty favored for the Zoo, I think, is the finding.
But as you said before, the Shamans can squeeze a win out against anything. Having a 0-mana 5/5 taunt can sometimes win you the game.
Crazy talk, right? Yeah.
It'll get there. Yeah, it's a lot better for the Shaman now that they including at least one Lightning Storm, maybe two. Not too sure about that. So it looks like the Tunnel Trog is going to get to stick for now. Eventually, don't really see any Overload cards happening to really capitalize on that, but it's always a threat. And Hambowen's going to want to deal with it sooner rather than later. It's a 50-50 clear here if he tries to go with the Flame Juggler and Rockbiter. That requires use of the coin, but it might be worth it against Zoo.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
your
I
only
feel like
play
it's worth
here.
a shot. Yeah, absolutely.
Not sure what better use the coin is going to get, because the hand's pretty slow. Although at this rate... Yeah, so this is it's kind of upsetting me that Flame Juggler 50-50s can decide games so much nowadays, but, whatever. Yeah, missing there was a big deal, although the Tunnel Trog still might stick. The Power Overwhelming's pretty ugly.
Yeah, I don't
think it was
Rogue
me
is
here.
that
I'd like to see the Darkshire Councilman.
Yeah, Councilman's a big threat in his own right and kind of demands
Yeah, it's going to force
approval.
Arthur.
But on the other hand,
Salt to do
Hambowen might
something.
be worried about the Feral Spirits in
Yeah,
Rhodes
that would
fan,
be very scary, actually.
which would just give him a free kill. So, I think when you're playing around everything, you might just drop the Forbidden Ritual at this point.
Yeah, if you're Hambowen, you definitely think of some of those worst case scenarios, but I guess if there is a Feral Spirit, there's
Yeah,
ways
do
to
see
buff.
the
There it
Feral
is.
Spirit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Speak of the devil.
Top decked.
I like that hit from Hambowen's kind of nice. It plays around the Spirits a bit, because Spirits would have been just a huge trade into this Councilman. By hitting the Tunnel Trog, at least it's dead if he wanted to trade. He might still do it.
I think I definitely still trade here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I agree.
Councilman's just terrifying. This is a card that a lot of people slept on, I think, when cards were getting revealed, but it just seems like historically for Hearthstone, cards that grow in the way that Councilman does, it's kind of like Undertaker-esque in a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa.
And it's a 5 health too, right? Which at 3 mana.
Speaking of sleepers, we see Spawn of N'Zoth coming on Hambowen's side. That's a card that not many people have been playing, but I believe that Crip ran one of those in his zoo list on EU. He didn't have all the cards, so he said, you know what's going to be a good card in zoo, and kind of tried something that's like a little bit out of the meta. I'm really excited to see how this works.
Yeah.
Maybe he
Looks
gets a
pretty
combo
sweet,
with yeah. Maybe he gets a combo with Forbidden Ritual here.
Yeah, and speaking of the Forbidden Ritual, I think it might just be the best play this turn, given that Salt's overloaded the following turn. Nothing else is really looking incredible at the moment. I think for Argus, you really want 2 targets, but I don't know. It would really... actually, Lightning Storm wouldn't be an option, so maybe that was a really good chance for Forbidden Ritual.
Maybe he just wanted to, I don't know why he'd be worried about his health, but, sometimes you can get worried against these Shamans. You might think they're a little bit too aggro for you, but this one's definitely a little bit more mid-range.
Yeah, and the problem is that the first 3 or 4 turns, like, you just can't decide. You don't know one way or the other, because they're playing, like, Salt's played the same aggro cards for the first 3 turns, right? That's tough.
Right. The lists are very similar, and if you don't play in a certain way versus aggro, you can get run over so quickly. So you always have to assume that worst case scenario that they're just going to smork you down.
Exactly.
Never feels good. So Salt opts just to make a totem. Could have played the Argent Squire, but toteming up is definitely good to make Thing from Below cheaper at some point or another.
And getting the 1/1 is actually relevant against Zoo.
Yeah, a healing totem wouldn't have been bad either, to be honest. I mean,
yeah, I think that would have been the best one.
Yeah.
We're gonna see the spawn of the Xaether dropped.
With 4 minions, it seems pretty good.
Hopefully followed by this Forbidden Ritual. I want to see the combo. I want to see it so bad.
Oh, that'd be great. Hambowen's thinking about hitting into the Feral Spirit. Not too sure what that's... I think it might just be better to keep Argus healthy.
I wonder.
He's thinking about it, though. What would it help play around? I'm not too sure. Well, he's thinking about it. If Hambowen had a Knife Juggler to pair with this Forbidden Ritual, I think there'd be... Yeah, because the Lightning Storm might hurt quite a bit. Ooh, that's a really good pickup. So, Salt can trade... can keep these guys healthier and let the 1/1 trade into the Bilefin if he'd like. Can't deal with everything.
I think at this point of the game, you cut your losses and you make that Defender of Argus into a 3/4.
Yeah, just minimize the impact of the spawn of N'Zoth and just kill it here with the Feral Spirit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, when you give Zoo like their own control, to dictate the trading and everything, it generally favors them, so kind of like this. And having seen things like Bilefin, Tidehunter, that he's gonna ignore it.
Ooh.
Could come back to bite him for sure.
Or it will, right? Like you pretty much have to Forbidden Ritual now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is
that
huge.
is
Juggler
a crazy
into Ritual into...
And no Lightning Storm.
Oh, feels bad.
I mean, this play is huge into Lightning Storm and Hambowen. Oh, but it's just so powerful. Like, it'll clear... I think everything will get cleared between these juggles. Is my guess. Maybe not everything, but... You'll hit either the Wolf or the Flame Juggler. That's good enough. Yeah, those are...
Oh, and then you get a free trade straight into the Totem Golem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Apsta just let Salt continue to draw and protects the other minions like Juggler. Wow, no Lightning Storm. This hurts so bad.
Maybe killing the Manatide Totem there was correct. Just because it plays better into Lightning Storm, and you're giving your opponent less draws to get said Lightning Storm.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of know that they're a later game list because they're running Manatide, so they are running Lightning Storm, and we did see that mulligan.
Yeah,
right.
Once you see Manatide, yeah, I agree. You pretty much know.
Yeah, it was played from hand. It wasn't summoned by Tuskar or anything like that. So
I think here you just like start spawning stuff, right? Like drop the Totem Golem.
Yeah, he can actually get a 1-mana Thing from Below here.
Which is still going to die pretty easily.
Yeah,
right.
I might have.
Yeah.
Your 1-mana Thing from Below meets my 1-mana Power Overwhelming, right?
Yeah, Power Overwhelming could get used for sure. I think Hambowen will definitely tap. Get some more.
That's
wow.
0 mana.
0 mana.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
You don't even care if that gets hexed. It costs 0 mana.
Yeah.
So he's going to go with Councilman into maybe like a trade, then Sea Giant. He's got just mana for everything.
Yeah.
Now comes...
I want to see his positioning here.
Positioning, yeah, I like those two together. It would be really good with a second Argus. And that was kind of an unfortunate juggle. I guess you just trade everything and maybe try to get the juggle with the possessed villager onto the healing totem. Like, oh my god, this board is just incredible.
Whoa!
Well, it found its target. I think the juggle could have been better, assuming he wants to be trading.
And then this plays perfectly around the Lightning Storm in hand.
Oh yeah, Lightning Storm is no big deal anymore. This is really, really rough for Salt.
Sometimes Zoo just opens up to get destroyed one turn in, and then if they live that one turn, they just kind of snowball the game from there. They get this 8/8 out, they get the Darkshire Council. This board is so resilient to everything that
Everything.
Play.
Yeah, like
totally.
Salt would need a Hex and a Lightning Storm, and then some, like even a Fortune.
Right. Even then, not even right with Darkshire. Yeah.
Even a good roll. How much damage is Hambowen's got? 5, 6, 14, 17 damage in total. So another power overwhelming would be lethal, assuming there's no totem up, taunt totem.
or a multitude of minions as well.
Doomguard.
If you draw one minion plus another minion, like an abusive sergeant or something.
That'd be yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
there's the abusive sergeant.
Yeah.
So abusive sergeant's +3, and another minion would be +4. So if he taps and gets another minion, then that is lethal.
Presumably, if he gets anything, what is there? There's power overwhelmings. There's minions.
Yeah, if it's not
there's
a minion,
ton of stuff.
yeah, if it's not a minion, it's probably power overwhelming.
If it's, it could be Mortal Coil as well.
Oh no, Hambowen, this isn't lethal.
First.
I hope he doesn't attack with it. Or is this just lethal right by itself?
Don't
No,
believe
yeah,
so.
he is.
one off.
Yeah, he needs to tap for a minion. Don't realize he's one off.
Feels bad.
Well, he got it. We got there. Oh, it even went face. How nice. One extra
Nice
hit.
juggle.
Well,
He
if
didn't even
Hambowen-
have. He could have attacked first and then tapped.
Absolutely, yeah. You just gotta believe that the juggler will hit the mark. All right, so Hambowen winds up getting the first win, and also worth mentioning, forgot to say this before. So for the two teams that are playing here, NWA, this is Salt's team that he's the captain of. They're currently down 1 point to 8 against Pure Strategy,
Ooh.
who Hambowen is representing, and Hambowen goes up 1 game. So yeah, this series is really heating up for one of the more looked at teams in all of the power rankings. Would be NWA.
So if you're Salt here, do you come back with Shaman? Hope for
Hope for
I
a more
guess you do,
favorable
right?
matchup.
yeah, like
Shaman's
they're
trying
sort
to
of
hit
gonna be
their
50-50. Yeah,
Try
right.
to Shaman or Mage. Wonder what kind of Mage that is.
Okay.
So Salt goes to his.
Switches it up. Yeah, I think that's actually very smart.
Yeah, he sniped the Shaman, which looks to be aggro, I think. Abusive and Murgleton are kind of signs of that.
Yeah, and Lightning Bolt for sure.
Oh yeah, Lightning Bolt for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, Salt's got a pretty good hand going over there. Hambowen too. In fact, he just keeps everything. Yeah, he's got the cheap
Yeah, it's probably smart.
Flame Tongue to buff them, and Lightning Bolt to deal with high priority targets. What do you play here? I would probably go with Voidwalker to kill a 2-1 potentially. Used to be much better in the case of Leopard. Well, he goes with the Possessed Villager. Okay. Might be better in the long run with stuff you get off Peddler. Oh wow, this is very good
Sure.
for Hambowen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hunter
Ooh, steady
or
shot or shapeshift. Yeah, I like shapeshifts.
Definitely against Zoo.
Yeah.
yeah, Shapeshift is nice. In the long run with Doomhammer, it's just as effective as Hunter Hero Power, and it can help much more in
The main
controlling
thing
stuff
is, it,
like this guy here.
ooh, we see a Leroy Jenkins, the card that's been played a lot in Zoo decks right now, dropping both of the Doom Guards for
Yeah.
just like one piece of burst that doesn't discard your power overwhelmings. You
Mhm.
tap twice into it, you draw a card, then you tap into it, and then you got 10 damage from an empty hand.
Yeah, no, totally. And I love how like Leroy sort of like, it's always been around, but it sort of fell out of favor for a bit in terms of top tier decks, and now he's pretty much everywhere, right? Like Miracle Rogue, Zoo,
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
any OTK decks.
Good thing they nerfed him. Look how prevalent he is. He'd be even more
Yeah.
if he were.
Yeah.
Oh, this Flame Tongue Totem is pretty good. The Tunnel Truck can even just go face as he loves to do, and there's a Feral Spirit to follow up. Wow.
I think you do trade with the Tunnel Trog here.
Into
Just
the
be-
one.
Yeah, just because you'd rather play you'd rather play around Abusive Sergeant than play around Direwolf, because if you play Direwolf, you're actually kind of fine with it just because of the Feral Spirits.
I guess the thing is that if there was an Abusive Sergeant, it would have been played last turn to kill one of the 1/3s. Unless I don't know, could have come off Peddler for all we know. It is an option. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. The Shaman game went so poorly for Salt last game, and now Hambowen's behind the wheel with the more aggressive version, and it's doing quite a bit of work so far.
Yeah, the power overwhelming was sort of necessary, but man, that feels bad.
Yep, feels bad. This is pretty good though.
Yeah, like you have to, but
Yeah,
power over Abusive.
because man, if that Tunnel Trog lived with these Feral Spirits up,
that would not be good.
At that point, it'd be a 5 attack minion.
oh god. Now, Feral Spirits is a decent play here. You've got your Murgleton, which you can send into the Voidwalker if you want. There's some alternatives. You can fire a Lightning Bolt, but the Feral Spirits is probably just the strongest thing to do.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Feral Spirits and passing? Just leaving your 3/1 up.
I was thinking about that. I think that might have been better, honestly.
I don't mind I wouldn't mind the pass, because the main thing about trading going into a turn 4 like this is, my thought would be Defender of Argus, and there's still 2 minions here. Not that the main Defender would be anything too great.
Maybe Hambowen's just thinking, I don't want him to be able to kill either of my wolves at this point.
Yeah. Never know. There could be some unfortunate knife juggler
Very true.
shenanigans.
And knowing Salt's hand, it doesn't look good for him right now.
No, he's gonna have to tap into some good stuff. Tome Golem's a good pickup, and Faces of the Place looks like. Direwolf would be really awesome. Oh wow, Soulfire. That's one.
The second Soulfire, probably one of the worst draws.
Yeah, has that in his
deck. There's the Abusive.
Okay, so Abusive
can definitely help him out.
Yeah.
Now, he can't clear more than... Unless he's going to use the Soulfire. Yeah, he's going to use the Soulfire. There goes Leroy. He can use the second one now. On
to just save 3 lives?
Oh, he can save that for a better target.
I like saving 3 dudes there. Soulfire, not having to discard something.
He'll probably find a better target. In fact, there's always Flame Reef Faceless, even. Maybe Soulfire is better saved for something a little bit more high priority.
Personally, it wasn't the use of the Soulfire there. Having 3 minions on board against a Shaman that clearly doesn't have any more minions in hand. That's how you're going to win this game. You're going to deal enough have enough damage on board to overwhelm them. You would have cleared his board here, and he would have gone 2 more face and had 3 more minions on board. I think it was well worth it.
Yeah, plus a more aggressive Shaman even. I think if you see Sir Finley Murgleton, I don't know, I would start to feel much better about there being no Lightning Storm to worry about.
Exactly.
So Hambowen goes for a trading plan here. Helps the Flame Tongue Totem be useful. Oh, Azure Drake. This is like the very aggressive variant.
I believe this is Firebat's list.
Yeah, Firebat's list. That's correct.
Yeah. And now Salt just wishes that Soulfire in hand was 3 1/1s on board, and
probably they'd be pushing a long way to get to this. Although, meanwhile, Hambowen's hand is just all damage. He's got no clear way to close the game out, so he's going to continue to remove.
I feel like it's only a matter of time until he draws the Doomhammer, and it's going to close this game out.
Doomhammer, yeah. Yeah, and at some point, Salt's going to have to tap to get something more meaningful, and even the Flame Imp is... Oh, Argus is so good, though.
The great draw. The Lightning Bolt's going to deal with the Argus Flame Imp really well. And then Hero Power plus the 1/1's just gonna almost clear board here, actually.
I was curious if he'd played the Argus here and maybe not just save it for the Imp Gang, but yeah, it's pretty strong. Ooh, that's a good draw.
Definitely a good draw.
Track
Yeah, and that's
down
the thing with
dude.
this matchup too, right? Like every tap, every flame imp is just extra
Yeah.
damage for the aggro shaman.
The unfortunate thing about this ancestral knowledge is that if he does the lightning bolt this turn, well, he didn't pick up Doomhammer, so maybe he's happier to just overload like crazy. Yeah, it seems pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, right.
Definitely.
Saul only has 2 cards in hand, one of which he's been holding for 8 turns. So
Okay, Azure Drake's really nice to pick up. Like, you can play that and Imp King Boss, not have to tap.
I feel like you should be a little bit weary of when you're tapping nowadays.
in this
Yeah.
matchup
Here.
for sure. Yeah.
Gets the Juggler down. I like the Imp King Boss, so it would be really good for the Juggler.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh wow, Salt is dedicated to his Knife Juggler. He's got nerfed and he still has a golden copy.
Oh man, that card was 800 dust in the pocket for me.
Yeah, 800 dust.
Yeah, ditto.
Me too.
Like I got saved because I totally wasn't paying attention to. I think it was May 10th. That was the
Oh
cutoff.
jeez.
And I saw a post on like competitive Hearthstone or
Yep.
our Hearthstone. Thankfully,
Oh,
otherwise I would have missed out on like
Oh, he's going
3,000.
with the Soulfire to clear
Oh wow.
everything. Okay. This makes
Yeah.
the Juggler a bit better.
But on the other hand, whenever
Ooh, can't
Am-
play it.
you definitely kill the 2/1 here, I think.
Yeah, I guess at this point, do you probably use one of these Rock Biters? Because the Flame
I'm
Ring,
I'm not sure I like that.
if
I
you
like-
Yeah, you might just like save up burst and just burst them down. Like
If
you
you
could, if you get a Doomhammer, right? That's like 16. Like you've got lethal.
if you could just get the board though, the Flame Wreath Faceless can do it all alone.
That's true too.
There's no guarantee that Doomhammer's showing up anytime soon. Huh.
An
Yeah.
interesting play here.
I could see it either way. I mean, Hambowen's definitely got plenty of burst left in the deck. Like, oh, he chooses to take out the Juggler, high priority threat.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Yeah, like the Shaman hero power, he's not very low on health. He can just plan to continue to remove things with hero power until another Argus shows up.
Yeah,
Wow,
and
Salt
just
is now
keeps
in
getting
range.
Forced. Yeah, right. Like, he's just forced to tap. Like he has to, right? Because he doesn't have any answers.
He just doesn't have enough to
Protects
like
me.
push what he's trying to do.
What I'm saying, dude, this is 6 turns of 3/3s on board that Hambowen would actually have no way of dealing with.
Right, right.
Yeah, right.
Or 6 turns of 1/1s, 3/1/1s.
Yeah, and those 1/1s, like they would have helped clean up all along the way, I guess. Yeah.
Don't worry, love.
The Soulfire ultimately wound up going on a Feral Spirit anyway, actually. Funny enough. That did end up happening. Yeah, so Hambowen can clear the board up here a little bit and try to make it a safer world for Flame
The-
Wreath.
The Flame Wraith, yeah.
And Flame Wreath is just going to be terrifying.
Unless we see another defender, Vargas, that could be a game changer here.
PO will do it.
That helps. Although
Just-
I kind of feel like you have to tap again, right? Like,
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Like you can
Yeah.
deal with what's in front of you, but it's oh the coils.
Oh, that helps. That helps a lot.
Any way to cycle. Oh, Flame Himp, no. We love you,
Wait,
Flame
I'm not.
Himp.
I do not like that coil. I think the
Don't-
play was power overwhelming the Argent Squire, coil the Flame Wreath Faceless, and then trade the Azure Drake in.
Oh, I
Leaving
see.
with you a 4/1
I like that a
Azure
lot
Drake
better.
instead of a 1/1.
Yep, let the Azure Drake live with 1 health instead of like what's gonna happen here is that the power overwhelming has to go on the. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I
seemed-
like that much better.
It seemed straightforward in the moment. You know, you got pick up Mortal Coil, finish off the weak dude, and then do everything else. But yeah, it would have turned out much better to do it the other way.
And are we? Flaming gets dropped, and that is
Oh, he's
going to
gonna-
be lethal for Hambowen. 7 damage exactly from his
Oh,
hand.
yep, 7
Oh, and
damage.
there's
And he
Doomhammer.
drops
Oh, I
the
hope-
Doomhammer.
Is he-
Oh,
is
he's
he
gonna
going-
BM, right?
Oh
Like, just go for it.
no! You didn't need to. In fact, he.
Beautiful.
Oh,
That's
he'll-
fine. It's like just one swing, right? So as long as he swings face, it's okay.
Oh,
He
don't
didn't hit the divine shield.
extraordinary. All right,
Missed
well,
experience.
Hambowen flexes his muscles and shows Salt what's up on Salty Saturday.
Wow.
How appropriate. You definitely gotta be feeling a little bit salty after that.
And maybe we can see the druid just fall to Salt here. Depending on what kind of druid deck, it
Yeah,
might just, like go 0-3. We don't know how strong all these other decks are.
Ooh, Salt goes with
Ooh.
Mage. It must be Tempo. No,
And
it's
this looks
Freeze.
like Beast Mage, right? Or Beast Druid, right? With
Oh,
the Druid in the
that's-
Flame
oh.
or Saber. Ooh. The token druid.
No, see, this is very interesting to me that Salt went to Freeze Mage knowing that Druid was coming up. Although I don't think like Druid's not what it used to be against Freeze Mage, but I think whatever Druid is being played, Zoo and Shaman have got to be better against it.
Right, especially if you're like one of the strongest Druid builds is Cthulhu Druid. I would think that's pretty terrible against Freeze Mage, or pretty favored against Freeze Mage, right? With all the burst damage.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually, I disagree about that. I think my current, since the new set dropped, my current Freeze Mage win rate against Druid is 78%. So it's actually
wow.
one of my
Okay.
it's my most favored. They have no burst, which is one of the main things. Cthulhu kind of,
Right.
but
Right. Yeah.
you're not really getting brought down. Beast
Oh,
Druid
otherwise, right?
probably-
If you can stay ahead of the game, clearing board, yeah. I can
But
see that.
again, I do have a lot of experience, and I don't know how experienced Salt is.
I don't think I've seen Salt to be a Freeze Mage player.
Personally, I did like the Frostbolt on the Darnassus Aspirant there.
I think so,
Yeah.
100%.
You know, maybe he just doesn't care. He's like, I'm gonna wait until turn 5 and coin out this Blizzard and just get immense value from it.
Apparently, yeah, he'd take a beating
Especially
in the
on this board.
meantime.
Yeah.
Ice Barrier can deal with that, but the ramp from this Aspirant's really proving itself. It got 2 stealth 3/2s out there, and Azure Drake's going to be the follow if Aspirant doesn't die. You can't Frostbolt it now, that's for sure.
No.
That would just be admitting a mistake.
Yeah, right.
Oh
mulch.
wow, we see a
Wow.
mulch. Beautiful.
Okay, that'd be helpful for any potential
Antonitis. Yeah.
Doomsayers
Or
too.
Doomsayer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't want that going off. Yeah, at this point, Salt's going to be committed to that.
And there's a
coin-
Savage Roar in hand. We haven't talked
Blizzard.
about that yet. That's going to be 10 damage on this board.
I think Salt
What?
might even
Oh.
have to just have to Nova to heal for 12 damage here, at least like alone.
Yeah, you kind of.
Yeah, I like the ice block here.
Just get that ice block up, because you know you're going to be playing this.
The thing
boat.
is-
yeah,
Frost Nova does so much more than just heals this much damage. Ice block's
Right.
got to get down anyways. You're going to take this damage next turn.
no, you could coin out the Blizzard.
Yeah.
I don't. I just think that you could take this damage.
You could afford to take this damage and then use the Frostbolt later in the game when you have better options to pair with it. Like, well, Doomsayer is obviously number one.
But then again, you know, Savage Roar. He could be playing around the Savage Roar. We don't know how much he knows about this deck. We know that Beast Druid does run Savage Roar, and hopefully Salt knows that as well, which is
Yeah.
probably made that play. It does.
Yeah,
make
I think
Yeah,
Salt's
that makes
probably pretty familiar with Beast Druid.
Yeah, because even if not Savage Roar, you've got 2 Power of the Wilds, right? In
Yeah,
there.
true.
Yeah.
There's plenty of minion burst.
Yeah, so the Blizzard's going to be pretty good here. Kill Aspirant, eliminate Ramp, kill these 3/2s.
Yeah.
Soften up the other minions.
Interesting. Salt has not played a minion yet this game.
No, he's probably got plenty of them. Like, I think what a lot of the Freeze Mages did when Scientists got rotated out was they just kind of doubled up on the cycle at that 2-mana slot, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Just go with both, especially in a Malagos variant. Cycle is more important than anything in this sort of list, which we saw the Malagos in the Mulligan, and
Mm-hmm.
now he's shown his pretty face up again.
This is sad though for Hambowen, right? Like he's played minions pretty much every turn. He's had
Ooh, there's the Doomsayer.
16 potential damage, and he's got 4 in over 6 turns.
I think you actually
Feels
have
bad.
to drop the Doomsayer here. Doomsayer plus Ice Block.
Doomsayer, Ice Block. He could also set up the Ice Block and telegraph the Flame Strike that's upcoming.
Mhm.
Like, this is very obvious Flame
Yeah.
Strike communication.
Right.
Ooh, well he can buff the 2/4 out of range now.
Yeah.
This Mark of Yasarj is a very cool card, and it's probably one of the better reasons why this deck is halfway decent.
Yep. And Druid of the Flame is a beast, right? So it also draws a
Yep.
card.
Yep. You do anything with this Druid of the Claw here?
Mm,
I think
You
you savage
savage
it up.
Yo, he's thinking about pushing that 6 damage. What is that 6
oh,
damage?
just yeah, like putting Roar in.
Yeah, what's the damage do for him?
10.
He's got 10. It would be 18. That's not really setting up with
6. Yeah.
Druid of the Claw. Well, it'd be
I
19.
feel like getting Druid of the Claw on board. That's 4 extra damage. If you're getting it down 1 turn earlier, this way you're kind of promoting your board to be cleared.
Yeah, I guess the thing is Hambowen knows that the board clear's coming, so I guess he's just thinking, well, I'll save my minion for after the fact so it doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, have something on
Or-
board. You could even charge it up then and just go face.
Yeah, and pop
Yeah.
the block even.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Both
this
ways
is-
pop the block, actually.
Both ways pop the block. Oh yeah, if you were to play it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep,
What
true.
to do? What to do?
That's given if he Flame Strikes.
Is
We
there
might
something?
see something else. He could Fireball plus Roaring Torch.
Yeah, because Fireball and Fireball, Roaring Torch. That's the
He could-
like we can see the pop. The blah blah blah. The block would still get popped in that case, but yeah, it's doing just
The other
about
thing
as,
he could do is Fireball, Frostbolt, Ice
Yeah.
Lamp. And you're actually saving yourself 1 more
Someone's
turn.
out on me.
right. I like this play though. It's doing more than Flame Strike would have.
Is this going to be a 3-0?
I mean, the block's certainly getting popped here.
Yeah. Right.
He knows that's Ice Block. He hit the face last turn.
Where shall I strike?
You have
Block's,
to charge. You pop
Yep.
him at 1.
yep.
He could freeze
Yep.
his face a couple times, but
Yeah. But right. Hambowen's now at 34 health, right? And he's
Oh,
got
yeah,
4
he-
armor too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he's
that-
been squeezing
helps.
those armor ups in.
which is super smart in this matchup, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it can't hurt. Yeah. So Salt's 1 mana off Alexstrasza if she were there, and there's no second. Yeah, so he has to Flame Strike Ice Lance. It's the only way to stay alive.
and then he could draw Alexstrasza, which
Could
could
draw
give him the
Alexstrasza.
game.
Yeah, Alexstrasza.
Maybe he gets
That's
mulched into something, or maybe he has drawn a block, a Doomsayer, a Frostbolt, an Ice Lance, and a Frost
Swipe.
Nova. He could
Swipe,
be
swipe,
Reno. We haven't
Ooh.
really considered him being a
Oh,
Reno,
being a Reno.
Yeah, some of these do play Reno.
especially the Malagos list.
Double Doomsayer, but that's the only double set he's played so far. Could be.
Personally, in my Reno freeze, my duplicates are Frost Nova Doomsayer,
Yeah.
Ice Block,
Yeah, there's a
Ice-
lot
or
of them.
Frostbolt, and Ice Lance.
Polymorph would help clear this Drake, and also then Frostbolting the face to stay alive 1 more turn.
Maybe even drop the Doomsayer there. Can you afford it?
Nah.
No.
No.
1 mana
4/6.
off that.
No.
Only way to stay alive.
It's really unfortunate, but these are the only ways to stay alive here. And if he can top deck Alexstrasza, there's a chance.
Or Reno.
Or
Or
Reno.
Reno.
Yeah, if it's Reno.
Absolutely. Innervate's doing nothing.
Do you wrath your own Fandral here?
Oh god,
it's
that'd
gonna.
be 4 damage.
Yeah, right. It's gonna.
You
gonna
you
hurt.
have 2 Innervates. You're gonna draw 2 cards.
I think
Yeah,
you
that's
could just,
true.
like,
Actually, you could.
You could just drop the minion even. I think it's... There will be minions to cycle off of eventually.
Yeah, but all you have to draw is like a Living Roots, which I'm assuming he plays.
Wow, Salt,
or
yeah. Salt's
or
done here.
swipe, and you win. Yeah.
There's no way for him to keep himself alive now.
Yeah.
He can commit honorable Sudoku, and he does. Wow.
Extraordinary.
Wow, so that was a 3-0 for Hambowen, and the lead for Pure Strategy goes up 12-1 against NWA. So
Wow.
they've won that series.
Guaranteed, right?
Guaranteed.
Right? Yeah.
At most, NWA can get 9 points. Wow, that hurts so bad. So the battle of these two captains, Hambowen comes out on top, and yeah, we're right about at that early mark time here for the next match.
For the next match.
They were warned that it could be as soon as 9:30. Then that next match, of course, is Xaether of Team Entropy versus Aroy, newcomer to Xenergy. Not sure if these guys are online. Oh yeah, they're already in the challenge screen.
Oh, sweet.
It could be Xaether. It's funny with the X at the front, Xaether and Xenergy.
Xaether
You know?
and oh, he's a double agent.
Maybe.
Yeah, see, the thing is, Jedi's so good at running Salty Saturday that when series come down, like when a game's looking to get pretty hairy, like that Freeze Mage game was going, he'll let the next players know to get it done. So they're in the challenge screen, they're doing their stuff. Xaether, these guys have some interesting classes. They both bought Priest for one, which is one of the rare classes to be submitted in week one. Only about a quarter of players bring it. And Aroy's got a Rogue, which I'm pretty excited about. I know you guys are much bigger Rogue players than I am.
Yeah, I'm loving me some Rogue this season. Miracle feels like it's in a pretty good space.
I'm actually I'm just learning it from Ryzen right now. He's teaching me. He's very good.
Oh, like
yeah, that's a pretty good teacher.
oh, just like personally, even not just through his stream.
Yeah.
Ryzen is seems pretty cool. I enjoy his stream quite a bit for all things Rogue. Yeah, so I'm hoping some of these more interesting classes here don't get the Bam Hammer. Xaether is banned Priest. We're getting word, and Aroy banned Warlock.
We've been seeing a lot of Warlock bans.
Yeah, so Aroy banned Warlock. That leaves Xaether with Druid, Priest, and Shaman. And Aroy got his Priest banned, so he'll have Rogue, Shaman, and Warrior. So that's kind of interesting. Much different lineups on each side.
I was looking forward to seeing some Priest.
Well,
But
we'll see one.
Rogue's going to be really good too.
Yeah, so Aroy bans the Warlock. Oh wow, leaving the Shaman up. That's pretty tough for Rogue.
And we see another Druid as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Xaether has the Druid.
Very interesting.
And
Maybe it's another Beast Druid.
And Xaether banned the Priest, so I think that would kind of make some sense. I'd imagine that Beast Druid could be pretty bad against Priest in a lot of cases. Could be wrong.
So does that mean that Xaether's Priest is probably Dragon Priest, or something that's a bit more like fast in general?
Xaether's Priest banning that Priest, I don't know. That'd be a mirror to think about. This Priest has a Rogue, Shaman, and Warrior to beat. That can be kind of... Rogue is not...
Daunting, yeah.
I must protect the wild.
Oh, they're in.
Doomhammer.
Okay.
Wonder what they'll lead off with. I'm not so sure.
So it looks like I'm in already. It looks like it's Xaether with Druid and Aroy with Shaman.
Okay. Druid historically a pretty strong class to open with, especially in its heyday.
And it looks like Xaether's Druid is actually Cthulhu. Just straight Cthulhu.
And
I can't see Aroy's hand yet. Let's see.
Aroy has an aggro shaman.
Okay.
See Murgleton, Argent Squire. Xaether's got a very nice hand. Has Living Roots, Wild Growth, Beckoner of Evil. This is really good to face off up against aggro. Really, really good stuff. Although Totem Golem is kind of like Beckoner Crocolisk really doesn't pair up well against a 2-mana 3/4. Decides to get the Wild Growth down since the body really wasn't accomplishing much. Huh. I'm kind of having a weird spectator issue where it's not showing what Xaether just drew.
Xaether just drew a Claxy Amber Weaver.
Oh, that's nice too. Into
Oh.
turn 4 for sure.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem. Well, this feels pretty good.
Weird. I'm gonna get out of here and go back in. That's fine.
Sentinel into Murgleton into
Life
Warlock.
tap.
Life tap. No, that's not bad.
Life
Life
tap.
Tap's actually going to be really, really strong.
Yeah,
You're
this
gonna,
matchup.
you're gonna
especially.
run out of so much stuff. Like, that Claxy's just gonna destroy every minion on board and still not die.
Yeah,
So you
although,
being able to draw an additional card every turn, perfect.
yeah, this Flame Tongue Totem is gonna be pretty great though if he wants to use it here.
Right.
Let the 3/2
Might as
straight
well. Right? Like, you know.
Could
You just
even
lose
squeeze
all
in-
your tempo. Very
Could
scared about that.
You could also just go face, right? It's a pretty effective strategy.
Yeah.
With Abusive and Horse Rider.
Right. Or abusive flame tongue.
Squeeze in the...
All
Oh,
face.
2 Flame Tongues. Now you definitely have
Nice.
Flame
Yeah.
Tongue.
That's a lot of damage.
2 in hand. Kind of too bad. The placement could have been better for the Sir Finley Murgleton. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. Well, this squeezes in technically more damage, but to lose the healthy body of the Totem Golem that hurts.
Definitely does.
Oh, well.
Now that this coined out Living Roots can remove the Flame Tongue. Yeah, I really don't know about that. Poor Totem Golem. He's a nice guy. Why do you have to go like that? Knowledge hurts when you have Life Tap. I like trading this Divine Shield.
I do like trading this Divine
Yeah.
Shield.
The cavalry's here.
Swipe
Getting
can
in
only
there.
do so much.
Well, Swipe's going to be bad for you any time of the day.
Anytime, yeah.
Yeah.
So Xaether has this taunt, but with the Flame Tongue Totem, you just kind of laugh at things like that. It's going to innervate out a Beckoner, it looks like.
Interesting.
I thought the hero power might have gone down for the Horse Rider. That would hurt, but
Wow, Xaether's down to 11.
yeah.
And Aroy is not running out of cards at all.
Yeah, what did
Right.
they
And he does
say?
pick up lethal right here with that Earth Shock.
Yep,
Yeah.
and Abusive Sergeant. Well, what did they say in the Smork song? Turn 7 lethal? Oh, this is turn 6. Sorry.
Yeah. Xaether does not even get to live till turn 7. Wow.
No, he got
That was
Smorked
incredible.
down hard.
Yeah.
And that
That's
really,
sort of a-
shows some of the strength of this aggro shaman. When you curve out perfectly, and even though your opponent, just taunt after taunt or big minions after big minions, he traded into that Claxy. That's something that he could have just gone 5 face for, but didn't care.
Yeah, and
Flame Totem brought him there.
Xaether had a perfectly reasonable start too, like as far as things go. Oh, it looks like a Cthulhu priest for Xaether. He's got the I forget its name, the 5-mana 6/5. I have not played much of this.
I think it's Dark Mender.
Yeah, and looks like a control warrior for Aroy here. So this is going to be a bit of a slower matchup that won't be over by turn 6. Cool.
or by turn 15.
Oh,
Maybe
maybe
by turn
we
15.
see a light shall burn you.
The light shower, yeah, bit of a misplay. I don't know about coining out that Acolyte. Showered Pain is being run quite a bit these days.
Yeah.
I think just armoring up here. Saving that coin for a turn where it's going to be more useful.
I mean, he does have the Ravaging Ghoul follow-up, and it is nice on the one hand to get Acolyte early before Cabal can snatch it up.
That's
But
true.
this could have been punished.
Gotta drop the Ravaging Ghoul here.
Yeah, it's good play.
Yeah, totally. Certainly like a newbie-ish play by Xaether, not BMing the light shall burn you
Yeah,
Yeah.
the previous turn. I'm
Aw,
disappointed.
It's a shame he picks up the Twilight Elder a turn too late.
Yeah.
He's
Dropping
got
that last turn could have just, almost cleared board.
could have
Would have
helped
felt really good.
quite a bit. Bloodhoof Brave's a pretty decent pickup. Goes with the Armorsmith.
Again, I would be playing this Bloodhoof ASAP.
Yeah,
That
because
card-
because of Cabal.
Exactly. I played a little bit of Priest this season, and probably the best feeling is stealing your opponent's 4-drop with your 6-drop. That's
Oh,
like
yeah,
10
for sure.
mana.
Bloodhook Brave is just incredible. It's another card that people slept on a bit.
Just a pinch of vigor.
The Darkshire Alchemist is kind of nice. Heal, somewhat relevant. Oh, Emperor. You don't always see that.
Yeah, in like a warrior list for sure. Wonder if you just Elise here.
I certainly wouldn't Bloodhoof Brave now.
No.
To be honest, I don't even think Xaether's probably running Cabal. Like a Cthulhu Priest has to cut somewhere. And that might just be Cabal. I think this Armor Smith is baiting it out.
Hopefully, but maybe Xaether was a little bit more. He knows what he's going for.
Ooh.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until I have that. Until I get
he's
the
going for it.
Oh, it's so risky.
We want to
if he
see
gets
the top
rewarded.
deck.
Let's see. Oh,
Excavate Evil's a cleared board. Unfortunately, yours is cleared as well. That's an interesting card.
Well, you get a 1/1. Your opponent has a 1/1 still, right?
Oh yes.
yeah,
True.
right.
True,
And
true.
3 extra armor.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be 4?
Yeah, because you'd be hitting
Force,
it
right,
with
yeah.
the Alchemist. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Oh, the Entomb hurts.
Oh wow.
But
That
you
is
know,
not one of your favorite entomb targets.
I know. Like you got to figure he's gonna running tons of Entomb.
actually,
targets.
you know what's funny though? At this stage, Aroy's really shown nothing that indicates Control Warrior. At least Starseeker hasn't been played. Like as far as things have gone so far, this has looked like a Tempo Warrior for the most part, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
That's fair. Right.
Yeah, Xaether might just not be fully recognizing yet what he's really up against. There's so many different warriors out there nowadays.
Maybe the blocks will give him a little bit more of an idea.
Yeah, Tempo Warrior certainly does not run block.
Do you hear it?
That is
Now he's just trying so hard to get his Cthulhu bigger.
yeah, his Twin Emperor Vector needs one more
Needs
buff
one
after
more.
this. So this Elder would have to live, which I think it's going to.
You could just hit and execute it as well. I think as Aroy here, you really want to save your executes though.
Yeah,
Playing
knowing
it
that
to
it's a
Cthulhu deck.
Cthulhu
Totally.
deck.
What now?
Yeah, actually, just playing Emperor and going base is totally fine.
Right. Now, in general, I'm not sure how a Cthulhu deck like Priest would shape up against a Control Warrior, but we saw Thoughtsteal in Xaether's Mulligan, so maybe he's
So
got a
hopefully
better
those-
shot.
Yeah, he's gonna hope those thought steals get him something good.
Yeah,
2 Karens, right? That's what you want.
2 Karens, absolutely.
Just a pinch of vigor.
All the Karens. Karens is another like legendary where it's like it sort of completely fell out of favor, and it's super awesome for how strong it is that it's come back.
Yeah, Karen's sweet. He's just classic
Slow.
card.
Yeah.
You'd pay 4 mana for a Yeti. Would you pay 6 mana for 2
For
Yetis?
2 Yetis, right? Yeah.
I kind
What-
of like this for Aroy. He just saw Shower Death, so he's thinking of throwing out the rag. Saw Death, saw Entomb.
Right. Yeah. It'll do some work for sure.
Decides to
I
go
think-
with Sylvanas instead.
Sylvanas just straight up kills his whole board.
Yep.
I have no
Like,
time.
how do you deal with it?
Yeah, with Entomb having been used especially, this is a nice spot. He decides to clear the board though, which makes Sylvanas way less impactful.
Although one thing you could have done is maybe held off on Sylvanas until like a turn when you were expecting a Cthulhu. Because
Yeah,
almost no one would
I
drop it.
have no time.
Yeah, Sylvanas is
Sylvanas
very
board.
powerful at that. He's just gonna opt to steal
Nice.
this one. I wouldn't have mind trading into the Sylvanas and a Holy Nova. This is pretty strong.
The interesting thing about that is that if they do have N'Zoth in the deck, that play becomes way better.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Now he's going with Rag.
It's almost like an Entomb.
He's seen so much like hard removal from
Well,
the
he's
priest
seen
at
both
this-
deaths.
both Deaths and an Entomb. This Ragnaros might get to play for a bit.
Oh.
Oh man.
Wow.
Do you hear its call?
He's just gonna flood. It's about the best option at this point.
And you can't brawl a Xaether here.
Nah, you can't send Rag. Well, Rag is pretty strong. I bet he wins some brawls in this deck.
You can't even attack.
I have an axe to grind.
No.
He just burns ants all day.
He's flooding. He's gonna go for executing one of these to try and protect Rag as much as possible.
I think if you're doing that, you drop the Elise as well. I like this
Yep.
one.
Yeah, it looks
It's
like
full on flood. Which oh, it goes face. Okay,
Straight
so
to the dome.
there's a
30%.
great clear here now. Well, not
And
great.
there's the
but-
Cabal, finally, but like
There
3
was a
turns too
Cabal.
late. Yeah.
Yeah, all the good targets are gone now.
Yeah.
You can clear board here.
Yeah, Excavate Evil. Holy Nova could finish off the remainder. Oh, I don't know about this at all. Oh, he's gonna steal it. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh,
And then he can kill Rag.
beautiful.
Oh, the
That's
plays!
cute.
I didn't
That's
see
awesome.
that.
That
Oh,
is
that's
awesome.
amazing.
That was a
Yeah.
great play.
That's amazing. Yeah, when you heal enraged minions, they they
They
calm
get
down a
that.
bit.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm
That
gonna be
was-
honest with you guys. I did not see that play.
I didn't see
I-
that either. That was
I did not see that play
Nice.
either. I saw the Excavated Evil. This is really, really good. Oh, I think he should have hit with one of the minions. Yeah, because now
Yeah.
they're gonna die. Didn't have to. Could have lived at 1 health. Take
Playing a little bit quickly here. No.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Garrosh can afford to take a little bit of extra. Oh, the Shadowword Pain.
Ooh.
You can even heal it with Cleric first, if you want.
I do like healing it with cleric.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
continue to draw. You need more than this reactive AoE, although.
The light shall burn you, right?
Let's see if he does it though. I don't know.
At least sure
Yeah.
got burned. Well, he's been throwing out 2 Showered Pains. Oh, he's going with the Nova. I like this.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Just gonna
Yeah.
draw his full deck.
No, Xaether's he's been a pretty vocal priest over there. He's been throwing out some thank yous for stealing things, which is typical priest behavior.
I can wait.
Steal your
But
stuff.
to be honest, now he's dead in he's dead unless he draws Entomb, right? I feel like that's his only out. Maybe a Cthulhu.
The Cthulhu's
Maybe
chosen.
Cthulhu,
is-
yeah. Oh, there's Entomb.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
top decked in.
Perfect timing. Wow.
And he can play the chosen behind it.
Yeah.
And there's a useless brawl just hanging out.
Xaether, if he's reading his opponent's hand at all, he knows that's a brawl. There's been 0 times where
Probably.
where
Yeah.
Roy has ever wanted to brawl here.
Or another weapon or something like Gorehowl. Who knows? Because Aroy's played a lot of the threats. He's played Sylvanas, Ragnaros, and Grom.
Do not.
Grom. Oh, he didn't Entomb.
Oh well.
Perhaps he's saving the Entomb for something like
Okay. I can get behind that. Because Excavated Evil is a card that's not always going to be terribly useful in this matchup. Entomb's always going to be.
ooh.
Oh, that heals what Grom did. That's pretty sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, we don't get to see the Dark Mender. But this is it's a really, really cool card. Oh, the poor
My
Acolyte.
question
Oh.
is, I would not pain this Acolyte.
Speak to me.
You
No,
want your opponent to draw as much as possible.
yeah, worth noting,
Yeah.
these guys are even when it comes to fatigue.
You do not play that. You do not paint the Acolyte.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Xaether's put himself ahead in the...
Unless he
Fatigue.
now he's just trying to be very, very aggressive.
Yeah, he's kind of being aggressive. I think this board might actually get Brawl.
He does have 10. He does still have 10 cards in both.
Oh,
of
just-
these.
Just a
Just
good
she
timing.
gets, she gets eaten up, but it's nice to get Tank Up going.
Yeah. And you could like play her in Brawl. And,
Oh yeah, there was actually
just
an
Brawl.
advantage for that.
yeah.
I do kind of like playing her in Brawl.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough spot, that's for sure. At this point, definitely don't play the Hood Acolyte. Oh, don't extend into the Brawl. That hurts so bad.
On the other hand, the Entomb is just gonna be so strong. When the next threat oh my gosh, the next threat that gets played.
Whatever wins this brawl can get killed by Shield Slam, and then at that point, yeah, I would have been a big fan of just keeping 2 minions at a time on the board as the priest.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay.
I'd have just got a little bit excited.
Oh, there's the Bloodhoof he entombed.
Nice.
Apparently he has an axe to grind against his former master. Oh,
Malkorok, awesome.
More common for the
Could we see that getting entombed?
Wow. Hammer of Twilight, that's pretty sweet.
It's really good, yeah.
I think you just pass here though. You don't want to.
Yeah, let Malkorok
You don't want
deal with that. But Malkorok might just get into. I mean, you've seen so many big threats.
Might as well, right? You saw Grom. You saw what else? Did you see? You saw Rag. You saw Emperor.
You know what's kind of unfortunate is that Aroy played Elise Starseeker, and Xaether didn't have the chance to. I think he might be saving the Entomb for the Golden Monkey, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
That's very smart too.
I mean, yeah, at this point, that might just be the way to go. It'll come down to a monkey off.
There are
Aroy's-
only oh wow.
Oh,
There we
alright.
go.
There's Cthulhu.
Cthulhu's 14/14. It's gonna eliminate Shield Slam. It has to be Execute. For Big
Yeah,
Game Hunter.
Right.
Alright. It's interesting that Aroy is just he's going ham with this oh, could he remove that now? He goes up to Oh, he
Goes up
can.
Yeah, he actually can kill it.
He can, and I think he
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like absolutely kill it.
You don't
Wow,
want
that was
that.
that was a fortunate shield block.
Is it worth painting this armor smith, or are you saving that for a monkey? You want to save the pain to turn into a legendary.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I have not gotten to see this Twilight Elemental. Looks pretty
Neither
cool.
have I.
Yeah, same here.
It's kind of sad. Oh, he does go with the pain. Okay. And he goes with the Beckoner to contest this elemental. I don't know.
Is Xaether
if
playing Doomcaller?
That's what I was just wondering.
Right.
Is the bottom 3 cards of his deck Doomcaller? Oh.
Oh, that's interesting. Aroy has 2 Excavate Evils that will become legendaries probably.
Right.
Oh, the Acolyte's pretty good. If he does have Doomcaller, it'll go a long way to killing the monkey. It's nice to slam a second Cthulhu down after that. These guys are both on fumes here, though. Oh,
There's the
no
monkey. That's gotta get played.
Okay, so he's gonna get 1 legendary. I don't think it's very likely it'll be playable. Oh, Grom's a good one.
Grom, nice.
Yeah, so monkey gets entombed. I think Xaether's been saving it all along.
Oh!
Oh, Thought Steal.
Thought Steal to get 2
2 legendaries. Yeah, right.
That's
What
best.
is it? Twin
Oh, he
Emperor.
got Veclor and the Boogie Monster.
That's awesome.
He got Veclor!
he kindly thanks him for the nice cards that he received.
Xaether's so nice.
Oh my God, Boogie Monster
Wow.
hype.
Wow.
And Veclor, he's actually
Yeah.
a Cthulhu. It would have been even more hilarious if he had gotten Cthulhu. I kind of like playing the Illidan.
There's still 2 cards in his deck that could be Cthulhu.
Illidan perfectly contests the. Oh, so yeah, he doesn't even need to play this Golden Monkey. He already has legendaries.
Yeah, right.
He's got good ones too.
Feast of souls begins.
I like hitting this Illidan. Oh no, what am I saying? No, don't hit it.
Yeah.
I want to get a second Cthulhu.
Oh, he has a Veclor, but he's not a
He
Cthulhu
does it right.
deck.
Yeah.
His Veclor sucks.
His Veclor sucks.
And Grom's not doing anything
Feast of
either.
souls begins now.
He gets the
Oh my gosh, the Flame of Azeroth. I thought that was the I thought that was the twin. I was like, wait, how did he get the twin?
Do you just play this Golden Monkey? Like, do you think you can do better than the Boogie
Better than
Monster?
Boogie Monster? Kind of feels like it.
Boogie Monster's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
How good is Boogie Monster? Oh my god, look at that thing is hideous.
Wow.
betrays you.
Double boogie. Oh yeah, well it's his.
So
Boogie
he can clear the board and kill. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
So we got a Grom and a Boogie Monster.
So straight up, get Deathwing or lose is how I'm seeing this game.
Yeah, like
right?
what?
There's pretty much no way.
What's this legendary gonna be?
It's in.
You gotta kill the Boogie Monster.
Oh my god!
Wait, what death rattles has he played?
Sylvanas? Two of them?
Sylvanas for sure. Yeah.
Two of
Two
them.
Sylvanas.
He
That's
has
right.
played two Sylvanas because he stole one.
Oh, snap.
Wow.
He's gonna have two Sylvanas to steal the Boogie Monster.
Oh my gosh. This game.
Oh my god, N'Zoth. N'Zoth is so good to get off the monkey. This is insane.
Wow.
Two Sylvanas. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
That's astonishing.
Astonishing. It is.
That's so crazy.
Wow.
So now
Aroy is
you
done.
have
What can the Boogie Monster do? He could kill a Sylvanas.
he has to kill a Sylvanas and then he has to
Flame
hope
has to get stolen.
Right.
Exactly.
Because the tank up does outpace the lesser heal by quite a bit, but I don't know. He'd be taking it.
What did Xaether take last turn? He's at 1 or 2 fatigue, right?
Xaether's
At
two,
so he's gonna be
two ahead of
3.
fatigue, I think.
I wonder if you could outpace him just going face, even if you got no, yeah, you got to trade.
If you go face, then he'll steal whatever he wants, which is the bow. The thing is though, even if Xaether steals the Flame of Azeroth, that's gonna be that's gonna be an extra 2 damage. I think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe face is the place.
Let's just try to.
Because the
This is
stealing
8.
the stealing outcome just isn't very good. You know,
Right.
another play would have been to maybe hit the flame into the N'Zoth
Oh wow.
and just kill the N'Zoth,
Mhm.
and then Sylvanas wouldn't steal anything, and then there'd just be a 5/5. Maybe that would have won the game.
That
Right.
double Sylvanas is that's so crazy.
Yeah, right.
I can't remember when I said if either of these guys are playing N'Zoth,
Yeah, right.
that double Sylvanas is
Oh my
going
God.
to
Crazy good.
make the biggest difference.
I'm actually thinking that Aroy missed a big opportunity there. If you traded the Flame of Azeroth and the Boogie Monster into N'Zoth with 2 Sylvanas on board against the Boogie Monster, there'd only be 1 Sylvanas to be hitting him. He'd be taking 5 a turn instead of 7.
Mhm.
Is Xaether winning this? He's very far ahead in fatigue. He just took 5 that turn.
So we can take 6, and then 7, and then 8 because he's healing. So he lives 3 turns.
Lives 3 turns and he's dealing 7.
How much?
Aroy
did
just
Roy
took
take?
5.
Okay, so Roy is taking 8 in total because of his armor up.
Yep, and he's
And,
taking
and
7.
Xaether's taking 4 because of his heal.
Yep, and Xaether's dealing 7. I don't know. Do these guys? I don't think these guys have it figured out either. Because if one of them knew the math, they'd concede.
Yeah, right.
6,
It's like math is too complicated.
15.
I think Xaether's winning, right? Because he's going to take
Yeah.
7 here. He'll heal up
So
to.
he'll to
Yeah.
8,
Oh, 8. No, he would be dead.
and take 8. He'd be dead next turn.
He's dealing 7,
Oh, that's it.
and Aroy is going to also take 7. That'll be 1 damage off. Oh, Aroy won.
Yeah, he did. Right, this is 8 now.
Xaether says, "Wow."
Wow. By 1 health.
I still think
Wow.
it could have been much easier for Aroy. He could have taken less damage by hitting the Flame of Azeroth and the Boogie Monster into N'Zoth. There would have been
Yeah.
less damage coming at him. But it wound up working, and that was an insane game. Wow, Boogie Monster hype. Wait, so what's the
So now Aroy's up 2-0, right? And it's
Aroy's
just-
up to the? I hope we don't have a night of 3-0s. That'd be
That'd be a
weird.
quick night, that's for sure. So Aroy's going with his rogue against.
Yep. We get
That's
to
what
see the
I'm
rogue.
So if it's rogue, I would think like shaman, right? That's what you'd want to.
Probably.
Yeah,
You up?
you
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
You do
Yep,
want
there's
jump.
Thrall. Everyone's favorite.
For Doomhammer.
Yeah, so this is pretty tough for Rogue, but these are some decent cards. I think you keep all of them versus a Shaman, probably. It sure would be nice to be on the coin, but can't have everything.
Everything.
Ditches the prep. Prep is really good against aggressive decks like Shaman.
Job done.
Interesting. I kind of would like to see the prep get hung on to.
Yeah, especially like going first, right? Because you don't have the coin to possibly combo with
Yeah.
your combo pieces.
So Xaether's going with the coin.
Backstab helps a lot.
It's a great draw.
He could.
I would have held on to that honestly. Until,
Yeah, definitely wait a turn. Take the extra
combo
two.
with combo with SI7.
SI. Yeah.
Save it for either SI or Van Cleef, honestly, because SI is going to have combo on turn 4 if he wants, although
Right.
Tomb Pillager's generally what you would want.
Wow. All right. So he gets rewarded for the misplay. You have to prep deadly SI here. Clear board.
Yeah, absolutely, and build your board into Tomb Pillager next turn. That feels really good.
I think so.
Which is actually interesting because a lot of rogue decks nowadays are cutting either both deadly poisons or just one in favor of Journey from Below. Yeah, just because of the nerf to Blade Fury. Yeah,
I'm undecided between those two cards. It looks like he's gonna go for it. It feels bad, but sometimes versus these more aggressive decks, you just have to use your resources inefficiently. Oh, he goes with Edwin. That's kind of cool. It would get punished severely by Hex, which there is none, but wow.
Right. Though you can Hex this turn, at the very least.
Oh yeah, he's on 2 mana.
Which helps, but...
True. So maybe this was Edwin's best time.
Yeah.
Flame Juggler does not know the place.
He gets to clear board here.
Clear board, play Tomb Pillager,
so.
have a 6/2 and a 5/4. That is very, very strong. He goes face!
Oh, okay. Alright.
Me no need to trade. He has sap, so I don't know. I guess
It's not terrible, right? Because as Miracle, you want to be either like dealing damage or building your board.
yeah, that's the best.
So it's not.
use of the big Edwin, I guess.
Yeah.
Is this Totem Golem with Primal Fusion going to clear the Edwin? Now I'll kind of wish that he trades. Or
Oh, yeah.
Sap.
oh, he'll get the favorable.
Yeah.
He's got coin for SI now.
Ooh.
I thank you.
He can activate SI.
Xaether with the thank yous.
Would you sap?
Do you just coin here to deal with 2 damage? Coin, hero power.
Coin, Hero Power, SI7. That's not bad at all.
I
No.
think it's worth it.
And just go
You don't-
face.
You
Yeah.
don't want to sap. Flame Wreath Faceless is now like against aggro shaman. Rogue used to sap totem golems, but now there's a new block.
With Faceless or even like Journey from Below, it might not be bad for tempo sometimes.
Oh, he's gonna go with the sap for just massive tempo swing,
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
and to continue.
Basically a
pushing
full board
face.
clear. Right. Yeah. It's not. Not
He
terrible.
might get a little bit punished with this lightning storm here.
Yeah.
But we know that Xaether doesn't really have anything to follow it up to clear the board. So this Edwin's just gonna. That 6/6 Edwin is
Yeah.
just
Right.
amazing.
It's like 3 turns, right? It's like 18 damage.
He's done 12
Almost.
damage.
Yeah.
Did you bring some fish?
That is quite a bit. Oh, he gets the totem
nice.
golem and the totem golem. Sick.
That's not nice. It's a nice board. It might not matter, right? Like.
Spam? Anything good?
So do
I might do the Zeril to try and get the stealth toxin.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stealth would be amazing. Deal 6 to your opponent.
The fan's just really not. doing
Wow,
it.
and he gets the
Nice.
stealth.
Nice.
Very, very
Wow.
good.
That's great. At this stage, even you might even just. Does it make a difference to point out the hero power to do a goal?
That brings him down to 9.
I guess over the course of a few more turns.
Yeah, right. And you could also get the 2 damage spell from Zeril.
True.
I like that a lot, actually. Yeah.
True. Either the 2 damage spell or also the 3 damage attack buff. Zeryl's
Yeah, right.
Zeryl's
right.
full,
Yeah,
full
Zeryl's
of all
pretty
kinds
awesome.
of good stuff.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, I love Zeryl. I mean, there's also Fan, which can pop into a Eviscerate, another SI7 agent, just anything really.
Yeah, it looks like Aroy's gonna sweep here.
Aroy, Xaether might have a chance to try to go for Lightning Storm, and he doesn't want to roll a Totem because the Tunnel Trog's going to be so much more damage. And he rolls high in the SI, which is good news, and
Yep, and that's the
Aroy
right toxin to get. Yeah.
Yeah,
is
so
not,
you're dead
Oh.
next turn.
Oh,
There we
Leroy
go.
bails him out.
yeah.
Top deck Leroy. Wow, another 3-0! What is this? This is very
Pretty
unusual in
Yeah.
Conquest. So, Aroy gets 3-0. Aroy, being the very new 4-seeded pickup for Xaether, who had already been doing really well against Entropy. They were up 8 points to 3. So now it's 12 to 3. That is another 1 series.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
Xaether's taking down Entropy just with that 1-3-0. Woo!
wow.
God, this is a short night. I was kind of I'd kind of like to see some 3-2s. So
Yeah, we still got
Watch this
Arcane.
next match be like 3-2 with like control versus control every match.
They have both brought 4 freeze mages.
Yeah, right. But yeah, right. Freeze Mage, Fatigue Warrior. Well, there is like Arcane Food's bringing Paladin, so that could be Enzoth Paladin, which is super slow, and Warrior could be Fatigue Warrior. So maybe there's a shot.
I'm definitely seeing a trend in today's decks. It goes Shaman, Warlock, Warrior, and then insert random class here. We got Paladin, we got Priest for these ones. Back up there, we got Shaman, or we got Druid and Mage. Then we got Rogue, and it's just Shaman, Warlock, Warrior being played by everybody. Those are very popular right now.
yeah, extremely popular. But I mean, you got to give Valera credit where credit's due. She might not be played a ton, but compared to where it used to be for Rogue, Rogue is getting played a ton, especially considering that not many people are very comfortable with this class, and it's spiked up a lot in popularity.
And the Blade Flurry like nerf, right? Like that's a pretty huge nerf, all things considered. And it's not like she got that much, right? The Miracle Rogue lists, I think, are doing well because everything else got not pegged down a notch, and not necessarily because she got new cards. Although Zero is definitely an MVP. Everything else is mostly fairly typical, old school Miracle Rogue.
Right. Yeah.
Personally, I've been talking to Ryzen, and he's saying that just like Miracle's so good right now, you don't need any of the legendaries. He's gonna he's try his chance. He's gonna build a Miracle Row deck with no legendaries.
So no Zeryl, no Edwin, no Leroy, no Malios.
I can see that. Yeah, that could totally work.
So he's dropping Blood Mage for Cobalt Geomancer.
No Blood Mage. Okay. Oh God.
Okay.
Okay. This is what. Okay, he's dropping Edwin for Questing Adventurer.
Oh man.
You get +1/+1.
Right.
Okay, he's dropping Leroy for Reckless Rocketeer.
Jesus.
That's awesome.
And he's dropping Zero for a second Violet Teacher.
Yeah. Violet Teacher. Actually,
I can see Violet Teacher.
Yeah, Violet Teacher is
strong. I've actually been a huge fan of Evolved Kobold for whatever it's worth. I played him a bit. I've been messing around with like a Miracle Druid. That +2 spell damage is actually pretty crazy strong.
Evolved Kobold has been used in some Freeze Mage lists, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
makes a 2/2, right? Like it's a terrible body.
It makes the 30 damage OTK very realistic, much better than Thalnos does.
Yeah, and it makes your for Druid, it makes your swipe a 6/3 instead of a 4/1. And that
That's
actually clears a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. All right, so next up, we got some time here before this is happening, since it's just been that quick. The next match, for reference, was supposed to start at about 11 p.m. It's quarter past 10 here, where I am, in Eastern time.
Same here.
But next up is going to be Arcane Fu, a new 3-seed pickup for the Harry Generals against returning seed for Team Golden Wisp Drubik's Cube. So we got that to look forward to. They're both online.
It's gonna be exciting.
They definitely weren't expecting this.
This soon, yeah.
They're just kind of hanging out in the main menu. It might be AFK for all we know. Actually, no games have been played in this series between the Generals and Team Golden Wisp, which is pretty unique here. I feel like
That's surprising.
every other match in THL has at least had something played, except between Yogg Champs and Archon Storm, actually.
I'm actually really excited. These two players have probably the closest PR that we've seen all night. 320 to 310. Very, very close.
Oh, they're doing screenshots now. Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Awesome.
yeah. The PR for Arcane Fu is purely the initial PR. He's been assigned. Drubik's Cube got to play in season 2, so that's kind of figured itself out there. So yeah, I'm interested to see how Arcane Fu does as the new pickup of the Harry Generals, who, as a result of their success in season 2, flew way over the PR cap and had to make severe cuts.
Yeah.
As is tradition.
So, what do you think about the Priest and the Paladin being the kind of oddballs in these two lineups? Arcane
I gotta
Fu's
say
Paladin and Drubik's Cube's Priest.
I'm actually surprised that people aren't playing Paladin more. At the very least, ends off Paladin. That feels just really strong in general. Like, it feels like you've got a good chance. I mean, Shaman and sort of like really rush aggro could be pretty bad, but in general, on ladder at least, it feels crazy strong.
For anybody that was watching the Europe Spring Prelims, the Enzoth Paladin was actually the most played deck there,
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
followed
in
by
fact-
some sort of mid-range Shaman.
In fact, a lot of people are actually taking to reacting to this, like the Enzoth Paladin being so common, or N'Zoth. Sorry, I don't want to say Enzoth.
Or N'Zoth, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, but I was watching the Starlighter series this week, and Firebat and Amnesiac had brought lineups purely consisting of OTK decks to take down these like slow control N'Zoth Paladins. We got some word here that Arcane Fu has banned the Priest. Interesting.
And Drubik's Cube's banned Paladin, so no, I'm joking.
Oh,
We don't know yet.
Oh,
Hopefully
that'd be
not.
boring.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so bans the Priest. I guess that makes some sense if you've got like Shaman and Zoo. Maybe you
Or-
don't want Priest.
I
Or
think the main
maybe
thing is
Pirate
your
Warrior.
Paladin. You really
Yeah.
don't want the Priest against your Paladin.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is one of the worst matchups just purely because of Entomb.
Yep.
Yeah, Entomb carries so much weight. Although I don't know, I've always thought that maybe in that Paladin deck, if maybe they get Justicar on turn 6, the tides can shift a little bit, but that's like very small.
I think it's like when you draw your Excavated Evils, if you actually have minions to contest it. I just recently played a game of that exact same matchup, and he got Justicar on 6, he hero powered every turn. I was healing for 4 every turn, so he was only dealing 3 damage to me every turn. I had flash heals, I had Excavated Evils. It lasted till
Pyromancers.
fatigue. Yeah. I'm actually not running Pyromancers.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting deck. We don't have word of what
Oh, there's something.
Paladin.
like-
is-
oh,
is-
no.
Oh,
The
no!
Paladin.
You guys called it. Okay, we got
Sad
mirrored
face, Drew.
lineups here: Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior against Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior. So,
Wait, haven't we seen this already tonight?
Right.
did we?
Yeah, the first match.
Salt got to play his mage. No, they banned each other's warriors, so there was some.
That's
Oh yeah, that's true. There was a little bit of change.
Maybe we'll
So
see Pirate Warrior or Patron Warrior or something, just to make it interesting.
Honestly, there might be a Reno Warlock. Oh, they're in.
It looks like they're in, yeah.
I think Reno is decent against these sorts of lineups.
I was wondering why I couldn't spectate. It was because I was still spectating Aroy. Whoops.
Drubik's Cube just turned on spectate. So Arcane Fu leads off here with Zoo, and Drubik's Cube looks to have a control warrior.
Your soul shall
That's
be
what Brawl
mine.
tells me anyway. Oh, he has a golden rack. That's
Your
sweet.
death.
So he has a Ravaging Ghoul kept, which is pretty good versus Zoo. This is not the strongest Zoo opener I've ever seen.
Now that Sea Giant, it's going to be stuck for quite a bit. I bet a few turns.
A little bit of
Fuck.
greetings, pre-game chatting.
Oh yeah, it's only right. Okay, never mind.
Flame Imp, that helps, yeah.
The
And
Zoo
abusive.
has exploded.
Yeah.
Fight, maggot.
You still just coin out the Ravaging Ghoul here. Here's
Coin out
2
the-
minions.
I think so. Yeah, totally.
Point out the Ravaging Ghoul. Ravaging Ghoul faces off against a 3/1 Flame Imp that's probably trading. With one abusive Sarge having been used, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does some work. Oh,
He's gonna opt to shield slam the Flame Imp, which is going to mean more for the Ghoul. The only thing I don't like is that Ghoul can be in big trouble if an Imp Gang boss hits the board.
Mhm.
Oh, that.
speak of the devil. Yeah.
Speaking of, there he is.
So this did not look like a great start for Arcane Fu, but you know what? He's been playing off the top. He doesn't have to make any decisions. He says,
Oh,
"I have
Doomsayer.
defender.
Right, yeah.
I have Defender of Argus. I have Sea Giant in hand. What am I playing that's off the top of my deck?"
That's the thing with Zoo, right? Those are sort of like some of the slowest cards in his deck, right? So everything else almost has to be, instantly playable.
Oh, it goes with the shield block because the Ghoul was just that bad. He's gonna have Star
Again,
Seeker to play
He's
now.
playing Doomsayer. That's interesting.
We're seeing another Leroy Jenkins, something that's actually been really popular amongst CHL players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Zoo in general, I think.
hmm
I'm personally not a huge fan of like I don't think Zoo has ever been the type of deck to run this. Like it's strange to me that they're running Leroy, but yet at the same time have dropped the Doomcallers. If huge attack charging minions are your thing, why would you cut Doomcaller? I don't get it.
The main reason is because you can keep the power. You can have an empty board and play Leroy power.
Yep.
That's
Yep,
the main thing.
Totally.
You need to have something stick on board, which often could just get you killed.
Yeah.
Having to wait an extra turn. We saw the Elise drop down. It might be surprising how quickly that comes up. That was a pretty early Elise. There's 1 in 22, then 1 in 21. Not that unlikely.
Here comes the monkey. Now, I think if you drop the Sea Giant, you should trade to play around
So
Brawl.
Well,
Right.
yeah, it's true.
It is
It's
the
like one of
problem,
those
yeah.
things that's easy to forget when you're casting or like watching a stream is that you can't see the other player's hand, so you don't know that they don't have a brawl. Still don't have a brawl.
Right. Yeah, there's no Brawl in this case. In fact, this is looking really grim for Drubik's Cube because there's not even there's no way to deal with the Sea Giant.
Yeah, right. Like the Doomsayer, you can't drop the Doomsayer naked. You got to do.
Yeah.
Even Ravaging Ghoul doesn't feel good, right? Because there's still going to be a 1/1 that spawns from the Imp Gang boss.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Doomsayer's time has
Nothing feels good.
passed.
Yeah.
You could bash the possessed villager and then do the Ravaging Ghoul, or you could just kill the Argus and go
That
with
would
the
be 6 mana.
what?
Oh, he's on 5 mana. Duh.
Right. Yeah.
You could just play the Doomsayer to soak up damage then, I guess. Well, might be the best it'll ever do.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's basically 7 health.
Yeah.
7 heal. Yeah.
It's a heal bot. We did it. Even in standard. I don't know, part of me this is so much damage. It's
Yeah, I know. It's like
17 damage. So 1 power overwhelming would have done it. Just armors up. Oh, I would have liked the Doomsayer for sure.
Yeah, just dropping the Doomsayer there. It heals 8 or heals 7.
Yeah, the only other time the Doomsayer is really going to be useful, I feel, is after a brawl. Like, you just kind of brawl, and then you pop the Doomsayer down to kind of stall out one more turn. At 7 mana,
probably
though.
even play the Flame Imp here.
Yeah, either or. Like you pretty much that he doesn't have a brawl, or at least hasn't drawn a brawl yet. So who cares? Just go crazy.
Oh, Ghoul is actually really nice here. No Imp gets spawned. Execute activation.
Oh yeah.
That's incredible. Wow, this turned around huge for Drubik's Cube that turn.
Oh yeah, and that Doomsayer actually
and he even plays the
good
Doomsayer.
Now.
Yeah.
He's on
Our
2
feet are
damage
kind of
off.
in our mouth now.
Yeah, right.
Wow, okay, that turned around huge. I mean,
Yeah.
it only took one activator to take down that Sea Giant. And he's got no 2 damage to pair. Well, he wouldn't be able to afford it with Leroy.
Yeah, just go face.
I guess we can kind of just assume that he was never going to draw and execute. He didn't have one in hand, so he's never going to get one.
Yeah.
I mean, he needed it so badly.
It's still pretty dire though. I guess the Bloodhoof's gonna help a lot. He's down 8 health.
Yeah, he can't even
Double
afford
Bloodhoof,
to squeeze in the armor up. He needs this Acolyte to start doing some work.
Ooh,
Oof.
that's a great draw.
I know, with no brawl either. Yeah.
What?
Caps.
I definitely like Forbidden Ritual, Darkstar Councilman.
Looks like he's gonna. Oh, he's going with the Ritual. He's doing it in a way that's protecting.
Councilman.
Whoa! He enrages it.
What? Huh. Okay.
Well, now
maybe he's playing around Brawl again, but I don't know if I like that play at all.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's the brawl finally. Although.
So Gore. I was just thinking the Gore Howl could have cleared the way to the Councilman.
To Darkshire, yeah.
Yeah, and then traded like that, but then again, that's 10 damage. That's lethal.
He would have been quite dead at that.
Yeah.
Or, oh yeah, with the Soulfire, yeah. In fact, is there any way he can... No, he's going to be dead.
Yeah.
Is he going to... No, don't... You can't do that.
Yeah, no, not with that play.
Yeah, and that's going to be lethal. First game going to Arcane Foo.
Gonna be dead as long as... Oh, why is he tapping? Oh, does he not see it?
Oh?
No, he's got it now. Right?
He doesn't see the lethal.
He doesn't see it. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
This is opening the door. That flame is dead.
He's gonna be one off after this armor up.
He could get...
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Oh no.
Hey, imagine if it...
He can hit and then brawl and slam the winner if he wants.
Wow. No, but now
he can't armor up.
No.
Yeah, now he can't armor up, and there's misplays all around the table.
Wow.
Oh no. I mean, the Doomsayer is kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's still lethal, but yeah.
So now
I guess you'd think that, like, if you were Drubik's Cube, that he didn't...
Okay, now he sees it for sure, because the power overwhelming. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Soulfire isn't a card, what are you talking about?
Oh no, not the... No BM. Okay, phew. We did it.
Oh man, extended BM, there we go.
So Drubik's Cube wins the Warlock over the Warrior. Wait, was this was the first game? Yes.
That was first game, yeah.
Okay. Whew. Well, I was missing something there for a second. Okay, so Arcane Fu gets some information that it's basically a control warrior. Still has Shaman and his own warrior to play.
Right. I guess it probably doesn't matter. I mean, I'd probably do Shaman just to like get a win, and then you'd figure with War. I guess I could go either way, depending on what the warrior build is.
Right. Yeah.
Usually
so
control warrior is favored over the tempo warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think so. Could struggle against the more mid-rangey shamans in the long run.
And he does shoot his shaman up against a zoo deck.
Your soul shall
Yeah,
be
Drubik's
mine.
Cube swaps over to his own zoo, also having Leroy, very common now. Wow. Keeps Lightning Storm, suspects zoo.
Oh, Cult Master! What a cool card.
Oh, this is Loyan's list, right?
I actually have no clue.
I think this is the Loyan Shaman that he got rank 1 on EU with last season.
Last
like-
season, Dan's game.
Yes, this must be similar to Loyan's build, right? Like
Yeah, well,
Master now.
Yeah. Last season was the new expansion. Oh, Drubik's Cube has the Crazed Alchemist. We've been seeing this.
I'm
People
actually
attack-
running. Yeah, I'm running double Crazed Alchemist. It just
Yep.
so it kills Doomsayers, and then what you're seeing on ladder is decks with Doomsayers to control the board, and then you're also seeing Shaman. That's all there is on ladder. So pretty much you're
Now that you
flipping the
mention it.
Doomsayers, and you're flipping the totems, the 0/3 totems. The draw you card, the Mana Tide.
Yep.
That's smart. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm running
Oh,
them
wow.
instead of Direwolves. I think they're very good.
Huh. Okay. So Drubik's can cycle this Mortal Coil and then just reload with Flame Imp, Villager. Like this is all really, really strong.
Then all Arcane Foo's gonna do is hero power. He might coin out the Feral Spirits, but it's just gonna get really punished. Interesting that he's running Dark Iron Dwarf. That's
Yeah.
another really cool thing that you can do with Crazed Alchemist. If you buff the attack of a minion with, let's say, Dark Iron Dwarf, or with
Abusive Sergeant
with Abusive Sergeant, it's gonna
Yeah.
stick as the
as their health.
permanent health. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So it's like deal 2 damage and then heal it for 2. Double-edged sword kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Dark Iron Dwarf's gonna be pretty good in clearing out these Feral Spirits, and it doesn't look like Arcane Foo's gonna have much to do next turn in response. Flame Juggler's decent 1/3 of the time. Hey.
That does happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Drubik's Cube has lots of options here, though. I don't even know if he's going to trade. To trade actually sets up really nicely for Lightning Storm. I would imagine. Reliquary Seeker, he likes the Dragon Hawk with Abusive Sergeant.
Yeah,
Oh my-
Dragonhawk abusive, as well as Direwolf.
Oh my god. It's the dream. He's going to get Lightning Stormed for sure if he drops this Dragon Hawk.
Wow. Oh, maybe not.
No, gotta commit. Well, if he plays it, should he trade?
I think you're going face there.
Yeah, he's not.
9
He's
times
not
out of
going
10.
to extend more into that. He knows what is hurting him, and it's Lightning Storm. Oh, okay, gonna give it 1 turn.
Yeah, Lightning Storm is going to be good again for the whole game. You can still
Yeah,
get some
totally.
value out of this Flame Juggler.
Yep.
And this spell damage might even make a big difference.
Yeah.
With a hero power in here, if he gets the spell damage totem,
Yeah,
you're just
I like
clearing
this.
the board.
I like this, but it would have hurt Arcane Fu quite a bit to be overload for 2 that turn. Now does he trade? Ooh, it'll hurt so much if he
Oh
does.
wow, no trade. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's good.
Okay, he trades with this spell. Alright,
That's fair.
So you can make Thing from Below quite a bit cheaper. Master of Evolution,
Guess you could still Lightning Storm.
you
Yeah.
can go with Lightning Storm, maybe Mana Tide Totem.
Mhm.
Kind of nice.
Feels pretty good. Yeah.
Well, probably hero power plus the 1/1.
Your power 1/1.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then at least Argent Squire can fight.
The main thing is just because it dies so easily to Abusive
Abusive
Sergeant.
Sergeant. Yeah.
Mhm.
This is nice. It's
Also,
actually,
that Crazed Alchemist in his hand. We don't know it's there, but
oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah. Right.
Forgot about that.
that's just
Forgot
gonna
about-
straight up kill the Mana Tide totem.
Forgot about him and his new recipe.
Why do you call?
Everyone knows that's my favorite card.
Ooh, Forbidden
Perfect.
Ritual's so strong now that Lightning Storm's been used. Still
Yeah.
plays around it with the Divine Shield.
He could be drawing a couple cards here.
Could be.
Oh, Cult Master?
Other options are to play the thing from below.
The thing from below.
Okay.
Yeah.
Power Overwhelming will take care of that easily enough. I
This
think
is a board clear.
Drubix is just going to
Oh, yeah.
keep tapping. Or, oh god, is Leroy coming?
I might even just drop down Leroy here. How's he going to deal with it? You have a big taunt in the way. He only has 2 1/1s in play. You can turn it into a 2/6 after.
Abusive's nice. Wow, he has lots of burst with this Leroy now. Abusive's.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Leroy
Leroy
abusive,
Crazed
abusive.
Alchemist. Crazed
Leroy
Alchemist.
abusive, crazed alchemist. Get that 2/10. Kill
I'd like
all
to
the
see that
totems.
too.
Yeah.
Leroy deserves to stick around for a bit.
4 damage on board, 10 damage in hand.
Another thing from below is really going to be helpful here. It's
Yeah.
1 mana.
One
Holy
mana,
crap.
think for below, seriously.
12 damage in hand.
With
actually.
Tunnel Trog.
12 damage. Yeah, still quite a ways
4
to
on
go.
board. Yeah.
Crazed Alchemist isn't useful, although you could use it. On
Direwolf.
Direwolf is incredible.
I would definitely use Crazed Alchemist here to just flip the Mana Tide.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and you have enough mana to do that.
It's like a-
Clear thing from below.
Oh.
Do some face damage.
Two mana
Some
fire elemental that Crazed Alchemist is.
Oh yeah.
He could tap, right? Is he going to use an Abusive Sergeant, or how much
You
work
could-
is the Direwolf doing?
Direwolf, Abusive, and Crazed Alchemist, and go face.
Well,
Yep.
don't you tap first?
And he can also tap. But
You could tap first. Yeah, tap first for sure.
yeah, he probably will end up tapping.
First or last.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Should have.
I would have done Abusive. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Okay.
I have no clue
That
what
feels
just
bad.
happened.
Yeah.
Now
Uh,
he'll do the
Okay,
Abusive.
so he's saving the abusive for the abusive.
Well, now he's gonna tap
for-
presumably.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't tap.
I think you should save Tunnel Trog. I mean, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so he didn't trade with Tunnel Trog, so he chose not to tap. Maybe he's conscious of his life total at this point. Flame Tongue's nice. Or you could just buff it up with Totem Golem. It's like even better.
When you're, I don't understand that play at all.
Oh, the placement.
I know.
Or-
Or the,
No,
the previous
just,
turn, right?
Yeah. you-
Oh yeah.
I don't understand that at all.
Previous-
That was sort of like the worst of all the possible.
Rockbiter the
Those.
wolf.
Yeah, you could have just played some abusives. They would have done the same amount of damage.
Yeah,
you had a
you-
better board.
you-
You, would have
you
done
don't
more
need-
face damage.
You don't need to save them all for Leroy.
Also,
'Cause
he
he-
could have had, if he tapped, he could have just had a 3/5 and play
Yep.
tapping this turn.
Yeah, he floated quite a bit of mana last turn,
Yeah.
right? Like
Right.
5 or so.
Yeah.
Yep.
5. Yep.
So many
You tap first, you get all the buffs from Direwolf and Crazed Alchemist as well.
Yep. Yeah, it would have been big. Yeah, and to play the Abusive Sergeant, like you lose the burst damage with Leroy, but you get more repetitive damage out of your minions, which is just as valuable. If
That's
not,
going to be 14 damage.
This is almost
Ooh, a s-
lethal, right?
Ooh, a second
Not
lane.
one off lethal, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Is
a
it two?
lot of burst.
Oh, that's lethal, right? Because that's
Oh,
9 on
for
board
Arcade
plus
too.
4 from right from
Yeah,
Flame Totem plus the
Lightning.
Rockbiter.
Oh no!
No, he
Lightning,
doesn't.
Lightning Storm would have buffed up the Tunnel Trog even.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well that's out the window now.
No, that's still lethal. Flame
Yeah,
Tongue
yeah,
plus
because you've got
Rockbiter.
4 from
7,
Rockbiter
11,
and 3
and
still
Rockbiter.
lethal.
It's still lethal. Yep.
Oh,
In fact, he could do it right now.
well, he can do it right now, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully he'll
He
see
found it.
it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe he
So
saw
it-
the entire time and it was entirely.
Well, yeah. There's always that possibility.
Maybe. Probably not. Okay.
So Arcane Foo's up 2 games. Now, right? One with
Is
One
is
with
this going to
Zoo.
be the day
Another-
of trios?
Yeah.
I hope not.
I know.
We're all bed before 8 o'clock.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Or at least before 11 for Slim tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over on the
Yeah.
East Coast. I mean, I don't I don't mind staying up late for this 3-2
Yeah.
3-2 series are exciting series, but who knows? Maybe we'll just throw a huge wrench in the theme of the night, and there will be a reverse sweep for Rubik's Cube. So Arcane Foo's got to play his warrior.
His warrior, right? And that I can't see that getting reverse swept, right? Like
Rubik's Cube goes with priest.
priest.
I like priest against warrior.
Yeah.
It's a Cthulhu
Light shall bring
priest.
victory.
Okay, Cthulhu Priest. Is he running double entombs? Last time the warrior still. What?
Oh.
Druid. Oh, the priest got banned.
Oh.
That's Oh, we updated
Oh,
the
that's sweep, right?
we updated the rules recently for THL.
I think that he gained no information from that, right? That was the thing.
Oh, that was the rule.
Yeah.
No, if he queues up an ineligible class, it either one that's already won a game or one that wasn't submitted or one that was banned. The rules have been updated to state that it's a direct.
But there was no. He gained actually no knowledge because the what's it called was the last class there, right?
Yeah, Arcane Foo says we are replaying. Ultimately, it can go up to the player's discretion. I think
Right.
Arcane Foo
Right.
wants to allow a replay. Yeah, that's totally
Okay,
fine.
that's good.
Perfect.
Yeah. I think he can see like what was going on there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, and good on Arcane Food too, right? Like that.
Yeah, for sure. You
Pretty awesome.
you don't want a series to end like that, right? That's
Exactly.
Just lame.
Yeah.
Especially on stream, we want something exciting.
Oh yeah, give
Right.
us a show, please. Yeah, so Arcane Foo's got the warrior left. Looks to be
Your
Cthulhu.
soul shall
Very
be
interesting.
mine.
Cthulhu
like-
versus. Oh, I thought the other one was Cthulhu.
I like Cthulhu warriors quite a bit. Oh, that's a really strong hand.
Did he just drop a disciple of Cthulhu?
Yeah, he kept the ravaging ghoul. I guess he just wanted the 1/3 drop.
did,
Disciple's very strong for killing Flame Imp and
Knife Juggler,
type
Yeah,
things.
Crazed
awesome stuff.
Alchemist, and Direwolf.
Obviously, War Axe is going to do that even more efficiently.
Very
Or
true.
just as. Yeah, this is incredible. I've played quite a bit of Cthulhu Warrior myself. It's all I played from like rank 4 to legend this season. And I played
Oh, wow.
quite a bit of it although I've kind of since maybe realized that it's not so good, but when you get hands like this, it's just incredible. That's a really strong zoo opener though. It plays perfectly around War Axe, and Flame Imp will even continue to stay safe against it.
Even if you don't draw a 1-drop here, you still play the Voidwalker. You don't care about that 1 mana.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
definitely not.
Right.
Just keep getting that 3 in. Goes for the shield block. Ravaging Ghoul is very valuable against
Realizing that he's probably not going to have enough time to do it in the future.
right, you just
Yeah, it'd be
can't.
so defensive, right?
Yeah, as a Cthulhu deck, you just kind of you gotta drop these minions.
Wow. This has to be Ravaging Ghoul Execute, right?
Yeah, on the Darkshire.
Yes.
That
I
feels
think,
right.
I think the Cthulhu's chosen would have been.
If he drops Cthulhu's Chosen there, he's taking a lot of damage.
Mhm.
True. But between the 4 power and the whirlwind from the Ravaging Ghoul the next turn, with 2 Void Walkers down already, it was basically a sure thing that the Darkshire Councilman was going to be dead. But yeah, I don't really fault him for this either. It's a strong tempo play. Rubik's Cube says, "You make the trade for me."
He says, I don't want to. I want to use my axe.
Interesting. I think I really would have liked to see a Cthulhu's Chosen
Yeah,
get played.
instead.
Yeah, I really want to see those cards. Just put them in play.
In fact, what's
Because now you're postponing Twin Emperor at least a couple turns, right?
yeah, Twin Emperor can't
that's
come
the-
down on 7
right?
now.
Yeah.
Because no Cthulhu minions have been played.
And he doesn't trade into the Ravaging Ghoul.
Wow. Okay, Direwolf doesn't mean anything to him. Oh,
He's
and
got-
the Shield Bearer can't get activated. This is so unfortunate.
Yeah, right.
I think he
I
might
guess.
might have time though.
Yeah, I guess you're just doing it twice in a row, eh? You're just armoring
Yeah.
up plus Cthulhu's Chosen, and then you get to, gain 150 armor.
150 armor.
I don't know. It's something like that, right?
Yeah, into like Doctor
Yeah.
Seven.
Yeah, it's about 150 armor.
Battlecry makes Super Sam Freeze Mage kill himself.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, but it's pretty good because in the Cthulhu's Chosen, they're no slouches. They're gonna get some work done in the meantime.
Ooh, double Soulfire. You still take the Voidwalker here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I agree.
You do not want to be stuck with 2 Soulfires in hand. That's just gonna
Voidwalker's pretty nice. Do you take full advantage of it by trading into the Ravaging Ghoul? That would kind of make Voidwalker especially annoying with
Yeah,
2 War Axes down.
Right.
It goes like this so that the Divine Shield doesn't soak up 1 damage or anything from the Imp Gang.
Wow. So the play is definitely Chosen hit the Ravaging Ghoul in and then hit the Cthulhu's Chosen in, leaving 4 damage on board.
Yep.
Velcor in hand. How do you lose?
Right.
Yeah, Vector is going to be a huge pain. The games that you get him on 7 versus aggressive decks are just... it's 2 Druid of the Claws for 7 mana.
That's crazy.
He's the only Dr. 7 we have left. I personally think that Twin Emperor Veclor is a card that, when it comes to Cthulhu decks, I think, just the sheer power level of him compared to Cthulhu, I like him way better than Cthulhu itself.
Oh, that card's just better than Cthulhu.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
They just drop him down. He's awesome.
If I could only run one of them in Cthulhu decks, but Cthulhu would still get its buffs, I'd definitely run him.
Yeah. Doesn't want to trade. He's gonna tap.
And we're gonna see Velcro.
Velcro. Now he's gonna have to kill the Direwolf Alpha. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna brawl.
Okay. That's fine.
Oh, and he can,
still
use-
disciple. Yeah.
as long as Imp Gang doesn't win.
So why aren't you trying to be the control in this matchup? It's just super confusing to me. You are an amazing control deck. You got Velcro in hand. You got 100 armor. You got Sylvanas.
If he was going to do that play, I think he should have sent the Chosen into the Imp Gang to get a completely... Oh my god. Look at the tentacles! Now
For
he'll
days. Yeah, right. Veclor. And just go face, I guess.
At this point, you're kind of...
Yeah,
Go
I
face,
mean, he's
'cause
down
they-
11. Might as well.
they'd have to suicide 1 to get Direwolf working anyway.
Yeah.
If they were 1. How's this working out here?
You think he's ever gonna just drop?
Leroy to clear the taunt.
Yeah.
Oh, that would feel terrible, though. What's your win condition, then?
What's your win condition right now? It's
Yeah, that's
clear.
true.
Because
think
your
he-
opponent's at 20 health. You're not getting a 20 damage Leroy.
I think
Yeah,
he needs,
that's true.
I think he needs to tap, by the way. I mean, it's looking pretty grim.
you-
Tap, you could still Leroy and Soulfire. Maybe that's sort of your best option.
I like
Or-
Leroy plus Flame Imp Soulfire.
Yeah, you
right.
could've just
Leroy,
played it all.
Soulfire. Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, Soulfire first. No. Okay.
Villager. Oh
Could
no.
have been terrible.
The Shadow Beast will never be let out.
Yeah, it's 6 health. What? How is this even possible?
Oh my god.
He's got to charge his Leroy
This-
straight into this
I think-
6/6.
This Shield Bearer is essentially...
That's game, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can Shield Slam that, I guess.
Yeah, I'd shield slam that.
I'd probably play the Acolyte, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? You're at 30 health.
So, the board can be cleared. It's not pretty.
It is pretty. There's a power overwhelming trade favorably. Still have a 3/1.
guess-
Yeah, you're gonna give them 2 1/1s.
No, you don't even need to play Leroy to clear board.
Oh, duh.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Oh,
it is
oh,
pretty.
there's
Who am I to
Cthulhu.
judge?
that's game.
Yeah, that's guaranteed.
So it
Wow.
is, yeah, 3-0 sweep.
Another sweep.
Oh.
I think we're cursed. Wow, that's really you don't typically see this in
Right?
Conquest Lamps. Although I guess a lot of the classes were kind of the same.
Mhm.
And I don't know, things just lined up differently. Sometimes classes with favorable matchups didn't quite, get it done.
I'm about to say something really funny, so
Well,
I noticed that once the player could secure that first win, they just won all the other games. This is something I noticed with every single matchup today.
That's very true.
Yeah, I
Very
think
astute. Yeah.
that's really important. Getting that
Funny,
first
that-
win just means you win
Yeah.
the.
that didn't happen in my match this week, but
Yeah.
interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
It's still a
so-
good set of matches. Like, it didn't feel like anyone necessarily just completely outclassed anyone else, right? Like,
They-
it still
they
felt
weren't-
close.
They weren't terribly one-sided. I think there may have been like one turn 6 lethal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
with
they're-
aggro shaman, but that's aggro shaman. Yeah.
Yeah, but so
And
something.
stealthing the Van Cleef was pretty
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
that
there-
Van Cleef
right.
dealt like 24 damage.
Yeah,
it was a
seriously.
good play. I mean, as rogue, you need to push eventually, especially with these lists. I'm guessing it had cold bloods.
Yep.
You just
Oh,
you
yeah,
just have
absolutely.
to you have to do that eventually. So yeah, the Harry Generals come out on top of Team Golden Wisp there with a strong 3-0, and they still have a lot of matches to get played to
If-
decide that series. But that's definitely a way that you want to start a series. So
If only Salt had won, then it would be Arthur Rhodes and Aroy and Arcane Fu.
Arcane Fu as
all right,
well.
well that's
Yeah.
that's some Illuminati stuff right there. So let's dispel that. So yeah, I don't know after all these 3-0s if you guys have any thoughts to close out.
Yeah, I'm
Salty
actually.
Saturday in week 1 and standard Hearthstone standard THL.
I'm
It's
very
fun.
surprised so many people did similar lineups. I guess they're just like, oh, what's good? Zoo's good, I guess. Oh, I guess Shaman's good. Oh,
Yeah, I guess it does mean that sort of like the meta is sort of stabilizing. It still feels fairly like diverse, but I
Okay,
think the
so-
top tier decks certainly feel like they're stabilizing.
Yeah, it goes Zoo, Shaman, that weird grab bag of warriors, I guess.
Yeah, right.
And then
everything else
you
is
know,
next to
something with N'Zoth in it. I guess Miracle's very, very strong as well.
Yeah, Miracle Rogue. I still think that N'Zoth Paladin's also really strong.
Yeah,
I
like N'Zoth Paladin quite a bit.
I love N'Zoth Rogue.
Oh yeah, right. N'Zoth, and I guess you can also play Cthulhu, right, with that.
Oh, I don't play Cthulhu in mine. Just Shadow Step N'Zoth and just infinite value.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Infinite
Zeros.
value. At least you're not.
Oh, right, because there's also that Zeril
Yeah.
toxin. That's
And then you
Long-
summon a Zero every single time you get
as long
N'Zoth.
as long as you're not playing Yogg in those rogues. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's where I went wrong this week. I tried to get a little bit fancy, but we'll see. It's still early in the season. The new set's fairly young. People have time to react if they want to try and next level some of these more
Mhm.
common lineups. If everyone's bringing either aggro or mid-range shaman and zoo, maybe there's a way to exploit that. But I feel like if you can exploit that, then you could just get rank 1 legend. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. yeah.
Yeah, please tell me, and then forget how to talk, and then I'll win.
Whoa. Okay.
Right, or how
All
to
right,
play.
well,
yeah.
You
Yeah.
heard it here. You can find Super Sam out there, and he would like to
Yeah.
know that information. So yeah. Other than that, yep, good games. Good
Yeah, good
3-0s,
games.
I
everyone.
guess. Back
Yeah,
and forth.
Great games.
Even despite it, I don't know. Sometimes these 3-0s, 3-1s are a little misleading. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still
Especially-
thought everybody played well. There was a couple plays that I would have done a little bit differently, but you
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
everybody played well. Good job, guys.
I think that's a given, and maybe sometimes those small plays can lead to different outcomes in the entire match, even
Mhm.
sometimes. But it's hard to know. Hearthstone doesn't have features for us to go back in and like rewind in matches and try different things. I think StarCraft has that. So. I don't know.
Man.
Maybe it's on their list, maybe not.
That Priest versus Control Warrior game, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that
right. With the end zone.
That had me on the edge of my seat.
came down to
Yeah.
1 damage.
Yep.
Yeah,
One
that was the
damage.
longest game too, right? Like in
Oh, yeah.
terms of just
Oh.
time. Yeah.
For sure.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but other than that, I think we're pretty good here. So from me, myself, Slimsh, and Comp and Super Sam, I think we are going to say goodbye.
Yeah,
Bye,
see you
guys.
It's Saturday. So stay
Have a great
salty.
Be salty.